Yes, people, how are we doing, man? Simon, Anne Marie, Dan Jones, Uncle Sally, Chris, Co What the hell, mate? Flipping. What the hell just happened there? Can you guys see me now? Jeez, man. Straight away, the whole internet's been fine the whole time. And then next thing I know, it just goes off the second I start. Are we all good now? Are we all good now? Can you all see me? Can you hear me? Yeah, sorry guys, I just froze out. I was in the middle of just like saying hi to everyone, but thanking you all for joining. Bush was gone straight away. Are we back? Yeah, are we back? Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. It's coronavirus in the system. It 100% is, man. No, I wasn't even talking to myself. It went off. Literally, I was just sitting there waiting like that for the internet to come back on. So random how it went off. I don't know why. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. All good, all good. Sweet. Cool. Yes, I am back. Right, bloody hell. Good start, wasn't it? I thought I'd just obviously start off by obviously apologizing to you guys because yeah, it's been a little bit iffy the past few days, man. I mean, obviously for those you guys all know, I went London just over a week ago, and when I came back from that is when my hip was really messed up. I had surgery back in March, and it's all kind of 50-50 whether or not it's successful. If not, I'd need a hip replacement. Past few weeks, it's been very, very bad. And yeah, I just kind of needed to get it checked out. So I had my appointment today in London. I went and got an x-ray done. Now, the good news is that on the x-ray, it showed that my hip is still fine. It's looking good. It has not collapsed. There's no arthritis in there, so on and so on. The bad news is it's not over yet. He's basically given me 6 weeks worth of painkillers, so I have to have naproxen. You guys probably know this better than me, but it's naproxen, Zapane, cocodamol, and then something else called omeprazole, which kind of lines the stomach so I don't get all bad when I'm taking all these pills. So yeah, that's basically what I'm on for the next 6 weeks. See how it goes. After, if I'm not well, if I'm still bad, that's when the hip replacement will become certain. So yeah, that's kind of where we are at the moment. So yeah, we're still kind of, we're still kind of chilling. We're accumulating. That's where we are. We're literally accumulating. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But it's all good. It's all good. It was good to see my hip was still in good order, still recovering. So we'll get there. I'm good. I appreciate that, man. I'm doing all right now. I've taken those pills, ease the pain has eased down a little bit, so it's all good. I'm 23, bro. I'm 23. Who am I using for my hip? Don't know if you who am I? I'm using a guy called Henry Atkinson. He's an orthopedic surgeon. So that's basically who's helping me out at the moment. Yeah, it's all about rest. soon, hopefully soon, I'll be flying just as high as Luna. We'll be taking a look at that today. You can still probably play better than Shaka. Probably, man. Probably, but we have to wait and see. And a partial knee replacement, yeah. I heard these replacements are all good, man. I'm not really worried about it. It's just about kind of, just getting it done. But look, man, enough of that. I'll keep you guys updated regarding that anyway. But that is why I haven't been uploading as such, because I've just been in so much pain. It's like I'll try and explain it. It's like a weird throbbing pain in my groin area. So imagine your groin and it's just a constant boom, 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 like in your groin. It's the worst, and you just can't walk sometimes. Oh, it's terrible. It's literally terrible. I'm having to sit on some hip cushion and everything right now. But yeah, that's where we are, man. That is where we are. But how have you guys been, man? It's been a good day in the market, I see. My portfolio is catching back up thanks to Luna. It's looking pretty well. And you know what? I ain't even shocked, man. This is Luna. This is Luna. It's not hip, but it's part of it. It's part of it. The hip is what's wrong, but it gives out pain in the groin. Try to be a smart guy, mate. Simon O. I'm the one who had the surgery there, mate. Simon. I'm only joking, man. But yeah, thank you very much. Probably better. Yeah, probably was. But yeah, man. Yeah, market's looking pretty good. Seeing Luna pumping. And yeah, man, it's just about getting on to that next stage. And I wanted to just kind of show you guys, what we can expect to see next, because we've waited a long time for this. You guys know my stance on the market ever since I started the channel. I've been very bullish. I've stuck to it even when we were below 30k. There was a lot of bears in the market, a lot of people calling for 20k Bitcoin, stuck with the guns. And right now, again, we still have to be patient. There's still a long way to go. However, we're seeing a lot of good stuff in the market, ain't we? And I'm starting to feel the joy and excitement come back. I don't know about you guys as well, but just by seeing Luna go up, it reminded me of back in February when Luna was just going up non-stop. And I literally rode Luna from like 40, 50 cents all the way to $22. And it's just feeling like I'm getting that vibe back again. And seeing some of the other coins in the market as well doing the same thing. I think there's good times to come, man. Not financial advice, just my advice, but I feel like there's some good times to come, and hopefully you guys can see that. But let's jump into the market anyway. Let's have a look and see, what we're actually looking for, what we're waiting for, what's happened, because a lot of stuff has happened, right? Ever since I've done a live stream. So let's dive into them, and hopefully you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from and, kind of realize that, we spoke about this a long time ago anyway. And although things aren't happening straight after, I say them or someone else says it, the game is all about being patient. And, once you're patient in this market, you're heavily rewarded, and it's just about waiting to be rewarded. So let's have a quick look. Obviously, we'll firstly take a look at Bitcoin. This is what we've had to go through, Bitcoin, man. We've had to go through a lot. But at the end of the day, we were stuck in this whole range for, 72 days. 72, like 2.5 months, guys. We were stuck in this entire range. And, that's very painful, man. That's very painful for the new people who would have came into the market up in these areas right here, man. Honestly, I don't even know what they would have been feeling like. If you came into the market around there, geez, you would have had to have gone through a lot. I mean, if you're looking at there, if you came in right at the top and you just, come out of this range right now, 106 days, you've been down. You haven't been in profit at all. And that's very hard. Like, I feel sorry for those people. But, on the flip side, this is what happens. And this is also what happens when you FOMO into a market. And that's why FOMO is not good. It's best to buy when, people are fearful. As the saying goes, buy when you're fearful, be greedy when people are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. And that is a prime example of what's happening here, right? So let me go full screen and just have a quick look at this. So a lot of you guys may be thinking, oh, okay, cool, we're having a dip now, right? Well, in my opinion, not really. But well, we are obviously, but why am I not worried about this at all? And for those of you on my Discord, I've kind of mentioned this already. The first thing that we were looking for, guys, was to just break out of this range that we have been stuck in for a very long time, right? Because we were stuck in this range for a very long time. So the first thing that I said would happen was that we'd find some resistance in this area right here, or this kind of range right here, right? Then the next level of resistance was just getting our Fibonacci retracement and then finding where our next level of retracement would come in. And what would you know? We perfectly hit the first retracement at 0.382. The 0.382 literally lies right there. And then if I take the Fibonacci retracement off, as you guys can see, and I take this off, you know, we perfectly touched that first retracement and we're having a little bit of a dip. Now, the good thing is that, you know, there's barely any volume coming out of this dip. So it is just a minor little pullback. Okay. The second thing is that was where I expected the first dip to come in after hitting the first retracement. And the other good thing is that if we actually pull this down, we can see that we've got close back to the 0.236 to find some support. Or the other way you can look at it as finding some support would literally be within this area right here, because that is where we would have broken out of our range. We've broken out of the range and we've come back into the range to just kind of consolidate for a bit before we make our way up. So all of that is looking really good. Now you can also kind of support this by taking a look at something we haven't done for a very long time, guys. The Wyckoff accumulation. It's, again, something that I was speaking about for a very long time. Someone did mention it in my Discord just earlier as well. And a few weeks ago, I done a video saying, cool, I do think this is still Wyckoff accumulation. And when I done it, we were right here on this accumulation bottom. And that accumulation bottom would have been right there, okay? And one thing I've always mentioned, guys, is that after we come out of our accumulation bottom, which would have been right there, what comes next? All it is just higher highs. It's literally just higher highs. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, right? So then what did we have? Well, another thing I kept putting on the Discord would have been this right here. So if I just come out of this and I zoom in a little bit, you'll see what I'm talking about. Once we have our accumulation bottom right here, all we get is higher lows. Cool. So let's zoom into this and have a look and see what we were doing. If I get our handy line right here, all we were doing, guys, was literally higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and then here. Cool. So what's happened there? Well, in my opinion, I think all we've done now is just entered phase D. Because what happens in phase D, you come out of the range just like we done right here. So again, if I just if I get our little rectangle right there, we come out of our range right there, just like we do right here. And then we dip back into that kind of range that we were in before. So that's basically what we've done right here, right? So that range would have been within the level that we are currently sitting in, right? Because you could take it from anywhere from there, you know, to around there, because this is our range and all we're doing is dipping in there. Are we just doing phase D right now where we consolidate in here? So all we would be basically expecting, if that is what we were doing, we'd be expecting something to look, you know, a little bit like this, until we then head our way up a little bit more. Don't look at these time frames because I don't think it's going to be taking that long. But you know, that is basically what I'm expecting to come out of it right now. It took a very long time, but look, man, we got there in the end. We were explaining it for a long time, and you know, it's just the way it goes. Things are going to take a long time before they start moving. However, to support the fact that we are still bullish as well is just looking around at some of the other coins, man. And you can take a look at something like Luna. Look at this bad boy. I started shilling Luna at $4. It was here. It was literally here when we started speaking about Luna, right? And that was at $4. We're now at $14, okay? And the fact that we are seeing Luna grind up so high, it just kind of supports the fact that, you know, we've always looked at AXS as a leader in the market. And as you can see, AXS have gone on to do a massive blow off top. Whether that's the top or there's another push to go, I don't know. But, you know, that went from $2 all the way to at the top being $53. And we've always said this was a leader in the market. So I've always said that the rest of the market will follow it. And at this moment in time, we're seeing another, you know, coin that should be in the top 5, in my opinion, in crypto, you know, taking the lead as well and grinding our way up. I know a lot of people do hold Luna. It's obviously my biggest bag. You know, I expect the next level of resistance to come in at the 0.618, which is at $15.3. We had so much volatility here, especially at the 786 as well, the last retracement. So, you know, I'll definitely be expecting, you know, a lot of accumulation going on here before we do end up actually breaking out of it. However, Luna right now looking amazing, man. So even Luna's grinding its way back up too. So looking at all of the charts, looking at everything around the market as well, honestly, it's looking so good in my opinion. we're getting there, honestly. And it's just about taking it day by day and seeing how everything does react. And, you know, everything is playing out exactly how they should be right now. And all you had to do was be patient and hold. Do you know what I mean? It's just the way it goes. Now, I'm not telling people to go rush in and buy Luna, because I was telling people to take a look at Luna at $4. So whether or not you want to be taking a look at it 3 times your money later at $14, then that's up to you, man. But look, all I'm saying is there's a lot of bottomed out coins still in the market that people could be looking at to buy, and you just got to be smart about it. One thing I always say to you guys is think like a pro. Just think like what would a pro do? Would a pro be buying something that's really high right now? Or would it be realizing that, cool, if that's the leader in the market and these are still really low, you're going to buy the laggards? Yeah. You know, you kind of got to look at it like that, man. So can you have a look at Eternal Cash? It's the first licensed Binance chain casino with live dealer slots and sports bets. Yeah, I mean, I could. What is it? A chart? You want me to take a look at a chart, the actual project itself? I'll take a look at it, man. I'll definitely take a look at it. Yes, Eric. Thanks for joining, man. What's happening with Algo? I don't know. I haven't had a look at Algo. Let's have a look at Algo quickly, and then I'll go on to the rest of the thing that I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, I mean, look, Algo is still kind of just chilling in this area here. So I'll try and like compare it to Luna, right? Get off the chart. What are you doing, mate? Luna right now is around these levels, right? Actually, it's actually around here. Luna's literally chilling up here right now. Algo is doing very well, and it is a very good coin. However, right now, in regards to where we are, in regards to retracements, we're still under the 618. So, you can consider Algo as a lagger in the market, as one that is potentially a pretty good buy right now. I would definitely consider that one of the coins to be lagging and a very good buy. We could take a look at MIR, because that was still a huge lagger. And to be honest with you, it still is. Look at it. It's just above the 236. MIR is lagging badly right now. And, don't be surprised. And again, just my opinion, not financial advice, but do not be surprised, guys, if we end up seeing a ridiculous skyrocket just out of there back to like these prices right here. I can see it happening. I could just see it happening because, MIR acts like that. And just it's currently at $3 just to get back to its high that we were at. Its high was at like $12, $13, guys, up here. Well, 14 on this chart anyway. So, that's a lot. That is a lot. It's like 8 times your money, man. Nearly, well, 7, 8 times your money. So, there's still a lot of laggers in the market. So make sure you're taking a look at things like that if you are going to be buying stuff. Shaka New Deal. Yeah, let's not talk about that, man. Thanks. Take a look at the whole project. They just released a swap. First cross-chain decentralized exchange coming out soon. That sounds pretty cool, man. I'll definitely be taking a look at that. I'll take a look at that. Now, another thing that we were looking at, on my last live or my last few videos that I was doing, was Cardano ADA. And even though I'm not a holder of it, I was looking at it as something to potentially break out, because it's been a leader in the market, and I was just kind of like placing fibs over it. And I thought to myself, this could definitely be something that could be breaking out soon, right? So if we take a look at something like Cardano ADA, as you guys can see, it reacted very well to Fibonacci retracement. So again, if we take it from this standpoint here, which would have been our local high, by the way, this is what I'm basically looking at for ADA. All we done was that we consolidated on top of the 50% retracement, and we've constantly found resistance at the 0.786. Okay, it's currently heading its way back up there. Now, one thing we also need to realize, guys, is that even though, if I take these off, even though Bitcoin, right, has been making its way back down right here during this dip, what have we been seeing everywhere else in the market? We've been seeing strength. I've shown you the Luna chart. Don't need to show you that again. That's been going up. Ever since Bitcoin has started going down a little bit in this little dip, it doesn't even matter anymore, because look at something like Cardano ADA. Had a little dip as well, but it's already back to the prices that it was at 31st of July. Well, if you look at Bitcoin at the 31st of July, that was when it hit its top right there, our local top, which was at $42,500. So Cardano is already back at those levels right there. So all we've got to do with Cardano is break out of the 0.786 and then head our way back up. Now, what makes Cardano so special? Well, it's the fact that Cardano was one of the leaders in the market, and it's been chilling on top of its all-time high. I'll have to go to charts.cointrader.pro to show you this. But if you take a look at Cardano, guys, and we zoom out of it, I was actually trying it earlier. All we've done with Cardano is just chill on top of the all-time high, which is special. This is special, right? Because it was one of the leaders in the market. This was his previous all-time high, and that's already smashed through it. And now we're chilling back at those levels. So the fact that I'm seeing that is showing huge, huge strength. During all the dips, we've obviously held the level very well as well. And I could see another big push for Cardano. And all I'm basically waiting for is for Cardano to break out of that 0.786 Fibonacci retracement and, you know, just kind of start heading its way back up. And you kind of see it with Cardano as well here. You know, we're making higher lows, higher lows. We're back above that line again. So it's looking pretty good. But yeah, again, another one, guys, Cardano is looking very, very well right now. And we are just waiting for it to break above the 0.786 retracement, which is at $1.39. And I do think that once we do break that, you know, we could be seeing a massive surge from Cardano. Like I said, I don't hold it, but it's good because it's one of the top 5 coins. And it's something that, you know, people should be looking at. People should always be looking at the top coins. People should always be looking at the leaders in the market. And, you know, Cardano was certainly a leader in the market. I mean, you know, you only have to look at this chart once to realize that. Look how much I have to zoom out. That is ridiculous. Not, you know, not a lot of coins have done this. I would say Matic has done that. Cardano's obviously done it. AXS has done something similar, obviously. But, you know, if you're looking at something like XRP, which hasn't even broken its all-time high yet, I'd say XRP is like down here still, even, and, you know, Cardano is up here. So, you know, it's good to see that. And then obviously another coin I wanted to show you was Band, because Band has also been showing really good strength today, even though Bitcoin is heading its way back down. So if we take a look at it from a Fibonacci standpoint, once again, you know, we found some resistance on the 786, but we're now kind of just poking our way back above it. The 0.702 held very well. So yeah, again, with Band, another coin which is showing strength. And the reason why I'm showing you these coins, even though they're just showing strength, is because it's good to see that, because a lot of the time coins always just follow Bitcoin in the market, whether it's going up or down. And people always say that whenever the alt season does actually come, there's a decoupling. And are we slowly starting to see this decoupling happen? Were we already seeing it with things such as AXS? Are we now witnessing that with Luna? Luna's, you know, trebled in price, even though Bitcoin is now, you know, having a bit of a dip. And this has been one of Luna's biggest days in a long time. So, you know, once we do start seeing that, the thing is, you'll know when alt season comes in it, because everything will just start going up together and everything will go up, not a little bit, but a lot. And what you'll see soon, in my opinion, again, not financial advice, is all of those haters, all of those people that were judging you, all of those people that didn't believe you or think that you're crazy when you speak to them about this, even though you've done so much research on it, they'll be quiet as hell. And you know what? Let them be. Don't even say anything to them. Don't even say anything to them. You just do your own thing, because you just got to be the bigger person. Trust me, I've got loads of people, even though I've done some amazing things with crypto profits for my family, people still think I chat a whole load of bollocks when I say there's still another big blow off top to come. And again, that's just my opinion. You can have a different opinion. It's not financial advice, but, you know, I'm happy with my opinion, and I will stick to it. I've stuck to it ever since we've been in the entire dip of Bitcoin, and I still get hate. I still get people that don't believe it. Do you know what I mean? But what will actually happen is that when it does happen, they'll be asking me for help. I won't reply to them. That's just the way I am, but I ain't gonna rub it in their face. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Exactly that, VJ. Chat shit, get banged. It's just the way it is, man. It's just the way it is, and I'll stick to it. That is the motto, mate. That is the motto. So, yeah, that's just me anyway, man. That's just me. I've done what I needed to do right now. I'm doing this for myself, and I'm doing this for the better of my life. So hopefully within the next few months, you know, I'm just going to remain humble how I am. I don't even care about anyone else. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about what people say. I'm doing my own thing, man. Like, I even had people, I know people at work have been chatting shit behind my back about my hip, saying that I'm taking the mick or whatever. Chat it, mate. I don't even care, because God knows where I'll be in a few months if I'm making, you know, my crypto profits. You carry on, man. You carry on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to be petty, but Do this for yourself and your family now, guys, because and don't worry about anyone else. If you're having that problem anyway, if you're having that problem where people are talking about you, regardless of what it is, judging you about crypto or anything, guys, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You think about yourself. No one else matters. Nothing else matters. Yeah. Just remember that. I've always had a different view in my life ever since I've had this hip problem. Like sometimes I drive past the field and I see boys playing football, and I get well emotional because you know, I can't play football anymore, and football's my life. And you know, now I look here, I'm like, right, that guy's lucky to have a normal hip. It's ridiculous, I get it, but it's just because I see things so differently in my life right now where I just don't care. Like, I used to think work, for instance, right? I used to work. I used to want to be the best. Obviously, I'm in recruitment, so I always used to say to myself, I want to be the biggest biller. I want to be that guy who no one else can beat in the office. Now, I used to get stressed and everything about it. I used to come home with migraines because I wanted to be the best. And if I had a cancellation, I'd start moaning or crying about it. Now I look at it and I just look at life such a different way. And I'm like, why? Like, why was I like that? This is getting way too deep, so I need to stop. But you guys get what I'm trying to say, man. Just don't take life too serious, man. Money ain't everything. Just enjoy it and just do things for yourself, innit? Because don't take anything for granted. That's just the way I look at life right now. I ain't gonna take anything for granted. As soon as I make a sum of money that's gonna change my life for the better, I'm out of it. As soon as I made a sum of money to make my parents' life better, I was out of there, man. I took the money out. I paid their mortgage off. Thank you very much. On to the next. Now it's me. So, you know, if you're one of those people that are thinking like that are having problems, that care too much about work, that care too much about money and everything else, man, just take it easy, man. Seriously, it ain't all about that in life. There's more important things. Exactly. Health and physical is more important. It's just simple as that. It just is. Because you wouldn't know that until you have something like I've had. God forbid any of you have it, right? God forbid any of you have anything like I had. But once you get something like that, that's when you realize health and every family is more important. Nothing else is more important, man. You know, who cares what someone else says? Who cares how you look when you go out? Just don't care. Just don't care. Anyway, that's just me, man. Let me catch up with these comments because I've just been babbling on like I always do. As AJ would say, I'm humble. Exactly. Thank you. 100%. Haters are going to hate. You'll play catch if you want. I can't play anymore due to my knee. We could play like catch like a meter apart, like a little underarm and all that. So it's easy to catch. I have friends in the moving and storage business from New York that can take out the trash about talking to you. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I just get it, man. Trust me, I've past few weeks have been funny, innit? You know, you find out stuff as well, but you live and you move. Who cares, man? Who cares? Do you know what I mean? Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I admire your wisdom at such a young age. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. It's weird, man. I'm only 23, but I've gone through a lot for a 23-year-old. I really have. When I look back at everything I've had to experience or go through or done, bloody hell, mate. It's ridiculous how much I've done. And even now, I'm just saying to myself now, just relax, man. Just relax. So much more important things in life, you know? Don't listen to the haters. My wife's shopping money increased since listening to your crap. Do you know what it is saying? It's like, do you know, like when you make a little bit of money on your portfolio, you're like, I just go to my girlfriend, I'm like, babe, look how much money I made today. And she's like, oh, I was looking at a Gucci bag the other day. Obviously, she's only joking, but then deep down, you're like, she wants that Gucci bag. You just know it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, what can you do? Onwards and upwards, man. Onwards and upwards, baby, as all one crypto Bible family, and you're the reason we're all here together. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Relax and look forward to the new release of FIFA. Yes, 100%, man, 100%. That's the post of the day. Where, Mick? Yeah, exactly. And that is literally the post of the day. It just literally is. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. 100%. 100%. Buy the dip. Oh, jeez, man. Do you know what jokes? I was literally like, when I went to pharmacy earlier to pick up all of my medicine, and like it's just like I just threw the whole thing on the counter, and I had like 7 boxes of medicine that I need to take. I'm like, what is actually going on? Like, what the heck? What the actual heck? It's just mental. It is mental, some of the stuff that, people have got to go through, but it's got to be done, man. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I'll probably actually chill on FIFA after this, man. If anyone's on PS4 and they play a bit of pro clubs and you're actually good at it, let me know, man. Hit me up. Got a little pro clubs going on with the boys. And yeah, we play nearly every day, and wouldn't mind another position. So if you're that guy, mate, you let me know. You let me know. Listen, guys, is there any charts you want me to take a look at before I do end it? Because I've had a long day today, and I do need to rest the old hip. And when you take naproxen and Zapane at the same time, bloody hell, you get tired, don't you? It says on the packet, don't what was it? Don't sleep, or these will make you feel sleepy, blah blah blah. I only took it before this. I'm already feeling it. Thank you, Anges, man. I appreciate that. Strax. Okay, I'll take a look at Strax. And I see you, Charlie. Bad mistake. Don't tell the other half how much the list gal. Yeah, trust me, man. I know. First, she's like, well done, gives me a little rub on the head. Well done, very proud of you. And then it all comes like, oh, look at this. I like this, I like that. You're like, yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. But nah, honestly, the next goal for me is obviously to move out, man. I need to get my own place. So, I want to get myself sorted there. So that is the next step for your boy. I'll bring you through that whole journey with me, man, and hopefully it can inspire others as well. Anyway, let's look at Strax quickly. I'll look at Strax and RSR. See you, Chris. Yeah, that's Polkadot, isn't it? So yeah, I'll take a quick look at those for you now. How much ETH do you need to retire? Don't know, because however much I need to retire will be different to how much you need to retire, bro. So only you can decide that. Anyway, let's take a look at Strax. Dan's favorite Strax. Such a random one, isn't it? You're just doing it to like show off how good it's doing. Is that what it is, Dan? Where are we looking? We're looking at this high right here, aren't we? Actually, do you know what? That's past all retracements. Let's zoom out. Let's have a look at the bigger retracements on this bad boy. Cool. I'm sure you've already seen this. Strax is looking pretty good though, man, because look, we broke above the first, the 236, and now we found support on it. So all I'd be looking for Strax, man, is just like a steady grind up. So again, next one would be the 382, the $2.34 level. And you know what? It is very simple. Like the way I chart things, like I say, I always try and make it simple. For those of you guys that ain't seen, I did do a tutorial on how to use a Fibonacci retracement to identify support and resistance levels. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you're actually checking that out. I'll leave that in the comments in a second. But yeah, man, this is Strax. These are all your resistance levels. I mean, you know how to use this bad boy anyway. I mean, you could even take that off. I'm seeing a little bit of a trend going on there as well. I'm sure you actually posted this on the chat, actually. But look, it's the same thing for Strax. Yeah, we've broken below it, but a lot of them did. And what a lot of the other ones actually done was zoom back up above it and then start grinding above it. Just like we saw with something like ADA as well, because that's just done something very similar to. So, you could be looking at something like that happening. If it's following the rest of the market, then, you could look at something like ADA and see here, as you can see, ADA broke below that line as well, just like Strax has done right here, but ADA fired its way back up. So, you could be expecting Strax to do something similar. A lot of them will do the same, man. So it's just about looking out for that. What else did we see? I'll do RSR and then I'll do DOT. Wow, yeah, look at RSR, man. Bloody hell, I used to be in RSR a very, very long time ago. Let me see where we are in regards to the actual full retracements, man. RSR was a massive hype about it, wasn't it, back in the day? Because it was, aren't they like partnered with PayPal or something to do with PayPal? I haven't looked in it in a while, but yeah, RSR as well, man. I mean, look, if you just want to, all you got to do is get a Fibonacci retracement, place it from the top to the bottom. Here's your resistance levels. Bush, there you go. It is literally as simple as that. But yeah, man, RSR is looking really good as well. Like if you look at something like Luna right now is chilling just under the 618 around this level right here. So you can see if RSR is even going to be following leaders in the market like Luna, then you could expect it to get back to these levels, which right now is like 2.5 times its price. So it's looking pretty decent. But as well, I was charting dot. As you can see, I got a fib over it. Let's zoom out of that, see where we are with dot. Why do I keep doing that? With dot, then guys, whoever's in polka dot, again, same thing, man. We found a bit of resistance. Let's see again with Fibonacci's, is they're so good. Everything is just perfect, man. Resistance, where perfectly on the 236 at $19.5. Little break above that. Now with dot, whether or not the Fibonacci will come in handy, I'm not too sure until we get above the 50% retracement, because this is an entire range for dot, as you can see. So once we actually get out of here, which is perfectly at the 50%, that's when you'll be looking at the real retracements, which start at $34. So what I'd say with dot is, you know, wait until you get above $30 and then kind of start looking at the rest of the retracements, you know. So that's what I'd be saying with dot anyway. Again, dot isn't something that I hold, but you know, I know a lot of people do. All right. Quick question. Do you know why the conversion for USDT pairs? Do you know why the conversion for USDT and G? What do you mean by that? Why? Oh, are different. Oh, well, they're both worth different things, aren't they? Because USDT is the dollar, Great British Pound is pounds. So, you know, profit wise, they're pretty much the same. But obviously they'll be worth different because USDT is obviously US dollar and the dollar is different to the pound. So it would look less, but it's actually the same when it does come to profit. Good luck, man. I'm off. Good luck. Yeah, look after yourself, man. I appreciate you for joining. Could you look at Matic? Why is it asleep? I wouldn't say it's asleep. I'll show you in a second. Thanks, man. Just hearing your thoughts on it. No worries at all, bro. No problem. No problem. Yes, Chris, thanks for joining. Now, why isn't Matic asleep? One thing I said at the beginning of the stream was that ADA and Matic were leaders in the market. So if I, once again, if I show you ADA, right? If I take all this off the chart and I zoom out of ADA, in fact, I actually learned something pretty cool. I could do this here, then I could do that, and I could bring Matic into play, right? And I'll show you what I mean by this. So let's take all this off. Where's banned there? What's going on here? How do I get rid of that? ADA. So look, check this out, yeah? So if I go to the daily charts on both of these, top one is Matic and the bottom one is ADA, right? If I zoom out, what do you guys see here? Do you see any similarities? Because I bloody do. So look at them. What I was saying was that ADA and Matic have been clear leaders in this market, because back at the same time, like here, they both had, well, not at the exact same time, but you can see a huge similarity to them, right? Both of them went on parabolic runs before anyone else even did. And you can see here, they look exactly the same. Exactly the same. And all they're doing is just chilling in this range, because what they've done is that they've gone on a ridiculously high run. So if I look at it from a price standpoint, and I just go from, let's just say this bottom here, which was back in October, all the way to there, it rose. Cardano rose 2,300%. Matic, I'll go from October as well. Matic rose say what now? 166,000%. Okay, Matic rose that much, and you know what? It did, because yeah, Matic went absolutely parabolic back then. To be honest, I won't take it from then. A lot of people would have got into Matic around probably the January time, right? It was above a cent, right? Because that's when it was you know, really, let's take it from 5 cents. So around 5,298%. Okay, that is basically how much they both rose, and a lot of the rest of the market have not done anything. So basically, what I'm trying to get at this, guys, is that both of them are just chilling. They're taking a break. They're literally taking a break. They've been stuck in here for a very, very long time. Both of them. Okay, both of them have been stuck here for a very long time. Looking at it from a date standpoint, okay, from its actual first run where we kind of started chilling out to where we are, you know, Cardano 175 days. Matic, that was probably around there, wasn't it? March. Matic, 147 days. They've been stuck in that range for a very long time. And after a big parabolic run, they need rests. And I can see another big run coming out from both of them. So you just got to look at it like that. like I said to you, and I've said this so many times before, right? 90% of the time, it's boring, sideways, backward, Shaka, El Neni FC. Okay. 10% of the time is when it's exciting. So, you know, that's when you gotta, that's how you gotta kind of look at it. There will come that 10% soon for Matic and ADA. Patience is all it is, man. That's all it is. Yeah, exactly the same. What are your favorite crypto YouTube channels? I only watch one, and that is the Blockchain Backer. You guys can, you know, more than welcome to check him out. He does very good analysis, chart. He's only chart analysis, mainly XRP, but sometimes he goes around the whole charts. He writes a big story. He's been in the game since 2017, and I just respect him because he's very humble as well and very realistic. He's not a hype guy, and that's how I try to keep on his channel too. So, so yeah, Blockchain Backer is the only guy I watch on YouTube. I don't watch anyone else at all. San, hello, just joined after recommendation from Marina. Marina, thank you very much. San, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Hopefully, we'll be able to help you out on here as well. Marina, appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's what we love. We love the recommendations, man. We love the recommendations. But guys, I also just wanted to let you know I will be hopefully back, you know, smashing out the videos again. You know, trying to bring them out daily, like 3-4 a day, like I was before. Like I said, just been a bit of a rough patch recently, but yeah, man, back to it. But look, let's all just kind of chill out, sit back, watch the charts, and continue to be patient, you know, until we're happy. One thing I'll keep saying, guys, whenever you make an amount of money that will change your life in some kind of way, that will make it that little bit more easier, take it out, because it's not your money till it's in your bank account, okay? Just remember that. Remember that. Guys, I'm going to go. I appreciate you all for joining. It's been a good stream, and I'll be back daily with them again. So thank you all for, you know, bearing with me, and I will see you lot very, very soon. Take it easy, my people. Take it easy.